Hello and welcome to the Skaredcast Battle Report testing for the WTC and, of course, all the other events. Let's dive into the game!
The Dark King.
Today we're playing WTC World Team Championship Mission number 5, which is Scorched Earth and Crucible. We're playing on layout number 6 for the Crucible, so make sure you check that out. Of course, all that information is on the WTC website. Tyranids, Drukhari, tunnels, shenanigans. Who's the stud? Who's the scrub? You decide. And here we have my 2,000 points of Drukhari. Now, this is the list I'm thinking of taking to Tacoma. That's right. You don't get to see my WTC list in action, you spies. But other than that, I'm going to be playing it. The list will be in the description down below in the link. I've got an Archon, who's my Warlord, Drazar, Lilith, Urian Rakarth, 2 Beastmasters, and a Solitaire. Unit of Cavalry Warriors, Witches, unit of Incubi, 2 units of 5 Mandrakes, 2 units of 5 Scourge, a Ravager, 3 Venoms, a Chronos, 10 Hellions, and that's it. There you have it. 2,000 points on the nose. And then we've got Dustin's Subterranean Assault Combo Mix. What did you bring in your list?
I've got a Trigon with the upgrade to be a Trigon Prime, obviously, because it's cool, and I haven't seen a Trigon Prime in forever. 2 Molochs, 6 Hive Guard with the shock cannons, a Biovore, 6 Zoanthropes being led by a Neurotyrants, a Norn Emissary, 2 Lictors, 1 Neurolictor, Swarm Lord, 10 Gargoyles, and then 2 Horuspex, because they're cheap and they love coming out of little tunnels.
I love it. Tunnel away, my friend. Let's do some deployment. We are here after deployment. Dustin won the roll-off. He decided to be the defender, so he could put Lictor to prevent me from getting my Beast Packs too close.
Stupid Beast Pack.
You put 1 Haruspex, 1 Neurolictor, 10 Gargoyles, and a Trigon Prime in reserve. I put 10 Hellions and 5 Witches. And then you deployed, you've got another Haruspex, you got Swarmlord, the other Lictor, the Hive Guard with anti-Knight tech. You got 2 Morlocks, you got the big Zoanthrope brick hiding from all the Beast Packs way at the back corner.
Yeah, we don't want to get charged with Beast Packs.
2 Morlocks, a Biovore, and of course the Norn, and the Lictor that's there ready to be annoying. I decided to put 5 Mandrakes over there, so you couldn't block me off from scouting my Archon up to try and sticky that objective, as well as giving space for the Beast Packs to move up. I've got another Beast Pack. I've got Rax, Grotesques, the Haywire Scourge, because they're useless in this matchup, the Ravager, ready to move up in case you decide to move up too aggressively here. 5 Cavalites to sticky my objective, 5 Mandrakes, Drazar, Lilith, my Archon, the Beast Packs, the Dark Lance, Scourge, ready to get some nice angles down the line here, Urian and the Chronos. And that is that. So let us know down below who is going to win. I don't know. This is going to be fun. Good practice. This is the scoreboard for today. It is the official WTC scoreboard, which is a mess. You basically draw when you draw your cards and when you score them and the challengers and the secondaries, and it's just a big mess. I made Dustin the stud and I am the scrub. And with that, we're going to roll to see who goes first. Oh, nice old Canada dice. Da, 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 da.
What is it?
Hey, it's not even flat.
Oh, well,
It's not even flat.
I can do better.
It's not even flat.
7.
Oh, well, that's flat.
Kind of flat.
That's a 4. What do you mean kind of flat? That is
right.
very flat, sir.
Well, I go second.
Dark Eldar, go first. Ah, well, fine, whatever. I know Dustin loves going second, so let's do some scouts. Wait a second. What?
No.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm doing supply drop. This is supply drop mission. Did you know that?
You forgot the terrain.
No, I didn't. I didn't forget anything.
I even forgot. I should know better.
Yeah, you didn't notice it either. See, that
I
was a test. That was a test.
That was not a
Scotty.
test.
That was a test and you failed. All right, this is practice and you failed.
I did. Yeah. We don't need the crates.
We don't need crates.
We don't need the crates. It's only part of the terrain.
No, exactly.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
part of the game.
Oh my goodness.
Supply drop.
And now we can truly begin. The crates go there. It actually just sidestepped a couple of my racks, but it didn't do too much. The Solitaire doesn't care because he doesn't care. Which means he would have deployed over here.
Wow. What a baller.
He doesn't
Now
care
I can
about
see
vertical
everything.
terrain. Whee! Good old flip belts. So I scouted up Beast Pack, scouted up my Beast Pack back there, as well as my Archon to sticky that objective. And we draw cards. Turn 1, we both get a CP, and I get behind enemy lines, which I'm going to redraw on turn 1. So the redraw, display of mights, which I will redraw. Cleanse, okay, not bad.
That's good.
And overwhelming force, you have not. It's going to be a command point. It's just how it is. Unless I get to that Biovore back there. Nope, not going to happen. Command point. And here we go. So I've decided to move up, just kind of staging. I can't get too aggressive because the tunnels will be everywhere.
Sissy.
I decided to put my Beast Pack on the objective to do a cleanse. Beast Pack on that objective or that objective to do a cleanse. So I'll get 5 points on cleanse. I decided to advance my Ravager, moved 20 inches, so 18 with the rotate, just to kind of hide back here. The Solitaire, Grotesque, Racks are kind of staging behind these buildings. I'm trying to push the tunnels a little bit further out to lower the angles that Dustin could shoot me at. Creating a screen. I know the Trigon can come in within 6, but because he doesn't have the enhancement come in turn 1, I don't have to worry about a Trigon right now. Funnily enough, it's not a... Some people like it, but a lot of people like the Synaptic upgrade better.
It makes it good against knights.
Yes, yeah, because of the strength 11 or whatever.
Yeah.
Archon Skari, I moved the Venom up to just be outside of an inch of the wall so that the Norn can't charge it. Hide it underneath the wall. These floors are supposed to be 50, so it tucks in quite nicely. And then over here, we've got all of them getting out. Hopefully trying to kill a Lictor.
They should.
Yeah, I'm hoping. You know.
This Lictor is invincible, so...
We'll see. We'll see if he is or he is not. And then, of course, this Beast Pack is there just to push the Morlocks and stuff out that way. It's very hard to stop those tunnels from getting what they want, where they want. So I have to wait. I have to kind of put pressure and then see how you react and then have enough in the tank to, like,
this map
deal
lets
with
you
you.
Actually stage up safely, right?
Correct. So I'm trying to... I think the last time we practiced it, it was a different map that had, like, lots more long angles.
Yeah.
And it was a little hard for me to hide. And I've also learned to screen with like stuff that has a lot more wounds so that the Morlocks can't create holes in my screens. Because I learned that the hard way. As you can see, there's a tougher screen back here ready to do the same thing later. Because I don't want you to, oh look, 5 Capelites, dead. Morlocks ate them and then a giant hole and then
More
all of the
closer.
stuff. Oh no, it's terrible. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So with that, not much is going to happen. Just going to try kill that Lictor, and then let's see what we do. Okay, so I grenaded. I didn't even test it. I grenaded the to take a couple wounds off and then shot it. I did kill it, which is good. And then I did cleanse. And then you spent your 1 CP to put both Morlocks, which are burrowers, back into
Retreat
strategic.
below.
It's called retreating. That's right, because they are cowardly. So I did score 5 points for cleanse. I'm discarding overwhelming force for CP. And then Dustin is using his for a pickup. So I have 1 CP, you have 0 CPs, but you've got the Swarm Lord, of course. So going on to your turn, you're going to get Swarm Lord CP. So 2 CP there. I have 1 extra, so I have 2 CP now. And you get your cards. Dustin got engaged on all fronts and bring it down.
And Dustin is super excited about it.
He is.
He's not.
You can... Oh. The sarcasm is palpable.
Right?
So engage, he has to get past the halfway line. But he's going to get 1 point if he just has the 2, so you can't throw it away for a CP, which is very annoying.
I can't, because I have a Swarm Lord anyway, so it's fine. I'll take my 1 point.
Ah, boo.
Yeah.
That's right. And then bring it down, of course. You have to
I
kill.
don't want to make a
You have to
spore.
kill either the Venoms or... kill them. You can't make a spore that'll land anywhere that you want it to. Although you could. Maybe it's worth an extra point. And a pain token for me.
I mean, for a point of pain token.
That is true.
That's a fair
point
trade.
for a pain token.
That's a fair
trade, buddy. Dustin's going to have a hard time killing that Venom. So... he's going to redraw into Overwhelming Force. The floors for these are a little thicker, so the little Venom can hide underneath quite nicely. So he drew to Overwhelming Force. So he's got 3 points there, and another bunch of points there, and of course there's a couple of units back here if the Bivor gets lucky. Very lucky. End of the moon phase. Dustin, you decide to move your Norn up, and 15 OCs now on that objective.
Obviously, that's the objective I declared.
That is
I don't think we
the
mentioned
fancy
that.
objective. Sorry, we didn't, but we know. It's the middle. It's always the middle.
It's always the middle.
Then we have the 6 Hive Guard moving out, ready to just unload on this Beast Pack. And then you've created sort of like some space. The Zoes have moved back. You're keeping your Morlocks in reserve. You don't have to commit them. You're keeping your Storm Lord. You're keeping all your damage dealers just behind walls. No need to overextend early in the game.
You do it first.
No. No, thank you. I'm going to wait. I learned my lesson from last time. And a little Spore Mine showing up to get engaged on all fronts. And to stop this Beast Pack from... technically, I think it's like somewhere there. To stop this Beast Pack from advancing if it gets within 9 inches.
That's
so
right.
it stops me from going this way to try and get to that Biovore.
Nope.
How dare you!
Not getting
Anyway, so we'll go back to that as well. So one bird lived.
Stupid bird.
That's right. Beast Packs, they have an uncanny ability to stay alive.
It's not uncanny. I'm used to it now. It's,
So one bird lived with 2 wounds. You're going to charge the Lictor in because you need to get your points, or you're going to start falling behind.
Yep, I don't want to find.
Okay, so you're basically sending the lictor in, but you don't want this to basically move up this way and create even bigger screens. Yeah, that makes sense. And you want your overwhelming force.
There's a lot of reasons to do this.
Okay, well, this thing dies. That's fine. It's dead now. And the lictor can do what it wants. And with that, with the little spore mine and that, you're going to... Oh, unless you want to charge with the Norn somewhere and get off the objective, potentially.
No, I do not want
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Is that... Sure. Okay, just saying, you could come around.
I could, but I'm not gonna.
So engage for 2 points, overwhelming force of 3 points. That's 5 points. That keeps it nice and spicy. You did spend all your CP on a reroll, on a pick-me-up, and on new orders to redraw. I still have 2 CP in the bank as we go into the next turn. My Mandrakes will go up in the sky, and we'll see what I draw. So what did I get? Storm Hostile objective, defend Stronghold. My Mandrakes are up in the sky. Because it's practice, I always recommend when you're practicing, do something that's worth the practice. So in this case, they overwatch on 5s, which is really annoying. So if I move anything to this general area, I'm probably going to have to deny overwatch. I'm very tempted to blitz the solitaire and just send them up there, but their toughness 7, which is
chonky.
Very annoying. And then Lilith, Drazar, and the Archon are all really close to that guy. I really want to see if I can kill him. We're going to see if I can deal with him. Of course, you can pick 2 more things up in reserve or 1 more thing up.
1 more thing.
You could always bring a Morlock down as a rapid ingress to create a tunnel. There's so many things you can do, and also create like battle shocks and stuff. So tricksy little Tyranids. The thing is, I don't want to overextend. I'm going to get my pain token for killing that thing by moving close to it and have it explode. And then it's going to do like 3 mortal wounds to me. Just watch. And then do it. So we'll see what happens. As for Storm, is he like 1 OC, 2 OC?
He's 1 OC.
Okay, so I'm probably just going to move up with Grotesques and just kind of like...
It's really annoying that I had to charge that.
That's true.
Really
and you couldn't shoot with the Bivor because you made a spore for points.
Yeah.
If not, you would have just shot with the Bivor. Okay, so with that, let's do my turn. End of the movement phase. I have committed.
Yeah, you have.
Yes. You know what? Let's see what it takes to kill a Dorn.
Now that you've committed this much stuff, the first thing that it shoots is going to kill it. That's
No, don't do it. And then I'll just have everything out there. At least I can get back into my Venoms. The Solitaire just kind of move up there. Yeah, I'm blocking off your Trigon the best I can. I'm blocking off your Morlocks. You decided not to rapid ingress a Morlock. You could have potentially rapid ingress to try and cause a battle shock there to stop the that, but I have enough OC around there that I could potentially take that. My aim is to try and kill the Norn and start burning the middle objective and see if I can take it away from you. Yep. I did put a whole bunch of Dark Lances and everything. Just
literally
everything.
Your entire army.
And the Spore exploded and did 0 damage to me. It rolled a 1.
Yep.
So I got a free pain token, which is awesome. And then I've got some guns here. I've got a grenade. I've got a venom that can shoot the lictor. I've got 3 liquefier guns that can as well. So I'm just trying to put some pressure on. It's turn 2. If I'm too passive, Dustin will win in the last bit of the game. So I have to be aggressive, but I'm trying to be aggressive smartly without throwing away my whole army. However, this might be a little too aggressive. We'll find out. We'll find out right after these messages. Well, the Ravager and the Darkland Scourge did enough damage to kill them.
Yeah, like I said.
Didn't actually... you failed 4 out of 5.
I passed 1.
Yeah, you've passed 1 out of 5 invols, and I did a lot of damage.
You did a lot of damage.
I rolled 14, 30 damage.
Yep.
With 4 Darklands. Okay.
I didn't make
excellent.
much 5
And then the 5 is died. So now we're gonna roll the explosion on the camera.
I feel like this would be epic.
If it explodes, it does D6.
D6.
Look at that.
Look at that.
It's just ripe. Oh my gosh. I hope you don't roll a 6. Don't do it. We're gonna wake up your kid if you do. Okay, quick roll. Drum roll, please. Oh, thank goodness. Yes. Okay, so the Norn is dead. And then Uri and Rakarth are gonna start burning the middle objective. Burn it all. I don't think there's anything else I can see. I killed the Lictor by throwing a grenade at it after the Venom took a few wounds off. And that's pretty much it. That's going to give me Storm. I'm basically going to get all my big killy units, and I'm going to put them into Venoms. And then we're going to basically see and wait and see what Dustin does. So into the fight phase, they'll go into Venoms. Are you using a strat to pull anything up?
I am going to be using a strat to pull something up.
Okay. You get to pull one thing up or two burrows.
One thing or one.
Well, is it going to be the Zoes?
It's going to be the Zoes.
Of course it's going to be the Zoes.
Zoes.
They're going to come down and be a party. Okay, so with that, let's dive into turn number 2 for the Tyranids. Cards for the Tyranids. Storm hostile objective, recover assets. You don't want to have to do actions right now. But you do have enough units that you could potentially...
Actually, the Neurolictor.
The Neurolictor has Deep Strike?
Nobody.
No. Okay, so he can come in. Oh, he comes out of tunnel, of course. Of course, why not? There's tunnels. Uri Rakoth is burning stuff. We've got all the models inside of their respective little Venoms. You've got the anti-tank unit of Doom over here with a couple of nice prime targets, and we'll see what you do. You have Zoes coming out, so I'm curious to see what happens. Let's dive into turn number 2. End of the movement phase. Dustin, you made some tunnels. You made a tunnel here, you made a tunnel there, you made a tunnel back there, you brought some Zoanthropes in, you brought a Haruspex in. You didn't cause any battle shock tests, and you did a total of 3 mortal wounds with your Morlocks, which is a far cry from the last time where you did like 50,000 mortal wounds. Swarmlord and Hiveguard moved up. This Haruspex has moved around. You put your Neurolictor in here in order to do potential recover assets. You've got the Gargoyles that can do it as well. You've got the Morlocks that can do it. Other than that, you're essentially going to try and get onto this objective and stop me from burning it. And then the Zoanthropes are going to try and nuke this. Now, I decided not to rapid ingress my Hellions, mainly because the rapid ingress and your tunnel to tunnel stratagem happen at the same time, so you can choose which to do first.
Yeah. Which gave me a lot of agency.
So I don't want to rapid ingress, because if I rapid ingress, say, 24 inches, I can be like 20. Oh, no, they can't come out of the same tunnel.
Can't come out of the same tunnel, though, no.
You know what? I'm going to rapid ingress
Something
that.
else can come out of that tunnel, though.
Yeah, but not something that can... Oh, that's right. Do they have to be wholly within 9 of a tunnel?
They're wholly within 9 of the tunnel, yeah.
Are they wholly within 9? No, they're not wholly. Okay. So I'm going to rapid ingress my Hellions. Because now, if they were wholly within 9 of that tunnel, which, by the way, you could actually just make
I'm definitely good.
Yeah. Just put the tunnel close by. Because then you could actually get more agency here. There you go.
There we go.
So now he could grab them and pull them to this tunnel and then be in range to shoot my Hellions. So I'm going to keep the Hellions off the board. It makes sense in my head, because that's what happened. Okay, so with that, let's dive in to the shooting phase. End of the shooting phase. The Hiveguard split fire, killed both Venoms.
Yeah, they did.
The Swarmlord shot and killed 3 of the Incubi with his Super Flamer, and then the Biovore actually put a spore behind that building so that Lilith cannot advance and go and get an easy charge on those Zoanthropes. I would have totally done that.
I know you would have.
Yeah, I really want to kill those Zoes, and the little spore mine back there pushes my reserves out, so I have to go and try kill it anyway. Oh man, what a nuisance. Silly spore mines. Okay, so with that though, you have a couple of charges over here and over there. That's the important one to stop me from burning that middle objective, but other than that, yeah, we'll see what happens. Urian Rakarth proving once again he is an absolute baller MMFer.
He's annoying.
He's annoying. He's very annoying. So the Haruspex did fail the charge with a reroll.
With a reroll.
The Swarmlord charged in and killed all 3 grotesques, but took 2 damage for his troubles from the fight on death. And then Urian hit all 5 times, wounded all 5 times. You failed 3 saves, and I did 7 wounds, and the Neurolictor died.
Yep.
Which allows me to burn that objective, which is very, very big when it comes to this game, which is why I did the gamble. However, if the Haruspex makes the charge, that's just not happening.
Yeah, that's not happening.
It was not a bad charge. It just rolled Snake Eyes into like a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And that just didn't happen. Okay, so with that, though, let's go to the scoreboard. So I will get Defense Stronghold. You do storm hostile objective, and you did recover...
With the Haruspex.
You with the recover assets with them, because that had to charge in.
Yep.
Yeah. So as it stands right now, I do burn, and burning happens right away. So the 5 points get added to my score, as well as my Defense Stronghold. Without the burn, it would have been 22 to 17, which means Dustin would have not drawn a challenger card, but because of the burn... You will draw a challenger card. Okay, so he draws.
The whole time.
That's right. So he will draw challenger cards, 27 to 17 points. Challenger card for Dustin in the next battle round, and that objective is no more. Time to capitalize or try and kind of push the advantage. I got lucky with the Urian thing, so I might as well put my foot down on the gas and just kind of start like leveraging the fact that it worked out. So in terms of movement, my mandrakes are still kind of moving up. As for display of might, most of my stuff is outside of my deployment zone. I have a lot of units still.
You have way more than me.
Yes. Now, I've actually thought about it. I'm probably going to use that spore mine. I'm going to charge the spore and then potentially pile into other things. So we'll see what happens with there. But the main key is I'm going to try kill a more, or at least damage a Morlock. I'm going to try kill a Horospex and then maybe do some damage to like this stuff here, which I think should be crippling if I can do it properly. Because the Tyranids have lost their lictors, they've lost their neurolictor in little trades that just didn't go their way. And now they're on the back foot considering there's no objective in the middle, which means they have to either burn this or that to even catch up on primary. I was able to contest this. I'm trying to bait out that Overwatch, and Dustin just didn't take the Overwatch because my Archon Vect is right there to make it 2 CP all over the place, which makes it a little tougher to use as well.
I have plans for my CP.
You definitely have plans for your CP. So with that, let's dive in to my shooting phase. End of my shooting phase. The Dark Lances from 2 Scourge nuked a Morlock from full. Just 2 Dark Lances.
Just 2 Dark Lances.
Yep, and then I did have to do quite a bit of resources to kill the Haruspecs, and then it exploded and killed a couple of Cablites and a couple of Witches and did some damage to the Venom.
Haruspex may have filled his charge, but he was a boss tanking stuff.
He did. He passed every save he needed to make and then exploded to do even more damage to me, which was great.
I'm proud of him. 125 points worth it.
Swarmlord took 4 dev wounds from Urian's once per game Flamer. The Hive Guard took a bit of damage from a Venom, and then the Rax did nothing to them. And now we're going to do some charges. Ideally, I'm going to run Drazar into the Swarmlord. I'm going to run Urian into the Hive Guard. And then we're going to do Lilith into a Spore. And hope that it's a long enough charge to then be able to pile in to fight something and maybe not get heroically intervened by a Trigon. I don't know, maybe I just sit there now that I think about it. But we'll see how far it is. Oh my gosh.
I think you have to go to the other side to even get to the...
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So,
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, because then you'd be like, nope.
Yeah.
It just stops me.
Fight me.
No. I used all my CP too, so I don't have lethal hits. That makes me so sad right now.
You used a lot of CP.
I did. I need to kill those Morlocks. Like Morlock dead, Horospex dead. Like I need to kill it. Right now, the biggest thing here is I'm probably going to use a couple of CP pain tokens to make sure that I get my charges, because I really want these charges to go off. And then I will see about Lilith. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it'd be a shame if she didn't do anything, but at the same time, I don't actually care.
No.
Not at this point.
No.
And her being closer that way is not a bad idea. Plus, the Trigon has how many attacks?
12.
Oh my gosh. Okay. 12 like 3 damage attacks or
12
something?
3 damage attacks, sitting on 2 rolling ones.
Okay. Maybe she won't survive.
Maybe she won't.
Maybe she dies. Okay, end of the turn. I was able to kill Swarmlord with Drazar. He did a Master Vicious Execution, giving me Warlord kill and an extra pain token. That's 4 pain tokens for that. And then I didn't do any damage to the Hive Guard with Urian, because you passed all your saves.
My non-important things are making their saves, which is really annoying.
Everything else? Not so much.
Nope.
You're spending 1 CP to pull the Trigon and the Morlock back into the shadows, and I did fail Lilith's charge. I did go for it, and I failed the charge. And I had no CP to reroll it.
That's right.
So that Spore Mine is still very much alive.
Yeah, now it's going to blow up on you.
At the end of the fight phase, these guys go back into here, into that, and that is that. So I get 5 points for my prisoners, and I get 4 points for Display of Might. And you get a Challenger card.
Do I ever?
Okay, so you got Sabotage and Display of Might, 2 ones that you didn't want.
Nope.
I have to spend my CP to Rapid Ingress my Hellions, or they will die, which means they just have to be Rapid Ingress. So I have 0 CP right now after spending the 1 CP, because you have to kind of like spend the one I get for the battle round to bring them in on battle round 3. And you still have 1 Morlock, a Trigon, and Horospex, and then a bunch of stuff over here to do some work, as well as the Gargoyles as well. So with that, you get 5 more on primary, and let's dive into your turn at number 3. End of the shooting phase. Drazar survived another tongue attack. It was a good licking, but he liked it.
At least this guy actually licked him.
That's right. And then Drazar did go down after Zoanthropes, and Gargoyle shot him.
Gargoyles are the ones that killed him. Let's point that out.
That is very true. You did fall back with them, of course. You did kill Lilith with these Zoes that could see her, and so she just died. And then this Trigon zapped lightning into those witches in the back and nuked them. So let's see if Urian comes back. Yay! Oh. He comes back at full wounds.
Oh, yeah, no, that's for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Good job, Urian. And then the Gargoyles are hiding behind their little thingy, because they were out here, then they moved back. Okay, we're into charge phase now.
We are.
But in terms of sabotage, that's going to be a CP.
That's going to be a CP.
Yep. And display of might, that's also going to be a CP.
Of course it is.
Okay, into charge phase. Trigon killed a Venom. And then one of the guys died, and then that ate the Rax.
Oh, yeah.
And that was it. And then that was it.
Okay,
so you got 3 points for your challenger card, which is kill one model from 2 separate units.
Yep.
So you did that, which is called the
So
Chaos. And you did not do either your first. So you're going to get rid of Sabotage for a CP. And you're going to hold on to Display of Might because you can... end of your turn. It's only end of your turn for that one. So there's no point in holding on to that. Okay, so I got Established Locus and Mark for Death. So you marked the Zoanthropes, which is the whole unit, that Moloch, and the Gargoyles. I got my Spore, my little Spore mine.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna mark that for death.
Well,
so I get so I just have to move next to it, and I get 2 points.
Yeah.
Why would I work hard for it, Dustin?
That's fair.
That's true. With that though, I do get another 10, and you will be the challenger again this round.
I'm always the challenger. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, you are. I am the challenger.
I always challenge.
Having both of them still alive and running around is very good for me.
Very annoying.
I don't know what I'm going to do with this Moloch. What's the OC on a Moloch?
The horror specs?
Horror specs.
4.
4, okay. So we're going to try and do that. And I still have my... Maybe it's time to yeet my Solitaire up at
Sitting there for
something.
quite a while.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe it's time to use him now, so we'll see. Okay, so with that, let's dive into my turn number 4. Into the movement phase, or end of movement phase. The Dark Lances have kind of moved around. The Hellions moved up to kill the Spore, but they did take 3 dev wounds, or mortal wounds for their troubles. This Scourge unit moved around. They're just going to shoot here and pile on to stop primary scoring. That's literally all they're going to be doing, is just stopping the primary score.
That was the thing.
And then over here, Drazar and... Urien did not move at all. They're essentially just gonna... I'm gonna charge with Urien first to draw out an Overwatch or to prevent the Overwatch, and then Drazar will charge in. It means I can only really deal with them, but at least I try to pull down that little tunnel. And I can't really deal with anything there. But in overall, now I'm like my screens. If I'm gonna try kill the Trigon this turn, the screens become 9-inch screens instead of 6-inch screens. I continue to make the space that I need. And then if I need to do Locust, I can do it with either the Hellions or the Chronos. Or if I want to charge into the Spore that's back there to try... Well, actually, it'd be a little tougher because I have to go around the building.
Oh, yeah, you're not infantry.
Because I'm not infantry on the Hellions. Although sometimes you get that Challenger card that says ignore terrain.
True,
and then the Hellions... I know, but then when you get it with the Hellions, it gets very silly very quickly.
Stop scoring points.
Oh, man. No, never. I actually have a new philosophy. You just score as many points as you can and don't look back.
That's a good philosophy.
That's a great philosophy. Well. Trigon lived with 4 wounds. He made how many 6-up saves?
Don't worry about it.
Against so many Dark Lances.
You asked me an invul and I said no, but I lied. He actually has a 6-up invul.
He has a 6-up invul that's more like a 2-up invul. So he lived.
I call it my shadow field.
No!
The shadow of the warp field.
That is true. The shadow of the warp field. Oh, funny.
See what I did there?
I'm going to try charge both of them into there. And then I'm just going to charge into Hive Guard. I'm going to charge... I did blitz the Solitaire 20 inches up. Yeah, so he's going to try and charge into here. Potentially tag the these guys over here. Maybe kill a crazy thing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Imagine all these characters died of mortal wounds next turn because of their shenanigans. Oh, man.
Don't tell me what I'm going to do next turn.
No.
Don't pretend like you know.
No, I do know. But I'm very sad that I do know. Okay, so with that, let's dive into it. Let's see what happens. I got the Trigon. Actually, Archon Skari stabbed the Trigon to death with the last wound.
Barely.
Like, bap, barely. Actually, but then the Trigon exploded and killed the Cabalites that were close by and everything. I only killed 2 Hive Guard. These Hive Guard are way more resilient than I would have thought.
They're way more resilient than I remember.
Yeah, their T7's not bad. They also put 3 wounds on my Solitaire. And my Solitaire is just there feeling sad for himself.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I did more wounds to you.
You did.
I did. That's not true.
Would you, before I score any cards, like to pull any of your units from the table?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be pulling my Zoanthropes. No.
That will give me 5 points.
Yeah, but the Moloch also...
That will also give me 5 points.
So probably not. Actually...
Or the guard with 5 points there too.
No, it's all those ones that none of them are being picked up right now.
That's right. However, so we'll come back after that. If he picks any of them up, I'll get 5 points. If not, I will get marked for death for either 2 points because I killed the spore, or 5 points if he picks up any of those. And I got 4 points for Locust in the back. However, because I got 2 points for marked, I can't hold on to it. I have to score it. If not, I would totally hold on to it to prevent any tunnel movement. That's another thing I could have done, is like made the Biovore my marked target, so that if he decided to pull anything through tunnels and be fancy, that would have given me extra points there in his turn. Just something to keep in mind when it comes to scoring secondaries. Okay, so into the movement phase. You did use your Shout in the Warp.
I did.
You battle shocked my Scourge. You were able
5
to
points.
take that 5 points. So you got 10 points on primary there. Not bad. And then I did have that unit of Kabalites also battle shock. The Kronos, the Archon, and the Helions all battle shock as well. Everybody else was fine.
No, the Solitaire wasn't.
Oh, that's right. The Solitaire failed his battle shock, and because he's close to Zoanthropes, took D3 mortal wounds and died. And then Drazar was like, hold my beer. And he passed his battle shock with flying colors,
no,
even with the -2.
That was not flying colors.
He was, hey, by the skin of his teeth, also flying colors.
The same thing? Okay.
So you did get a challenger card, and you got defend and assassinate. You cycle to get rid of cleanse, because you don't want him to cleanse.
No.
I
If
guess.
he's going to do an action, he's going to do the Challenger one.
That makes sense. So you've got 3 points for challenger. Cleanse is 2 points or 5 points. So doing the challenger card is better. And then, of course, assassinate. You've got the Archon there. You've got Drazar there. So a decent amount of assassination points up for grabs. And with that, let's dive into your shooting phase. Okay, so shooting phase, you killed Drazar, you killed my Helions with the Zoanthropes. They're just doing absolute work, just killing stuff. You decided not to do the action here. You want to kill the Scourge so they don't get into the way and do stuff. So you shot one to death, charged them. Gargoyles. You ate him with the big tongue. And then the Moloch is charging into the Archon and the Kronos over there. Okay, you did put a spore back down here, just in case I want to advance into this general area, just stopping me from doing that.
I do have defend.
You do have defense strongholds. You really want me to stop getting onto that objective. And you got your assassination for 5 points as well. But you are giving up a challenger card.
I am.
Okay, Moloch attacking Archon Skari with everything. He gave me 7 attacks. And of course, Dustin loves and hates my Shadowfield.
I hate it.
So I'm just going to start rolling Shadowfield now, because he's got the little devastating wound bite maul attack that's 3 damage. So I just need to do it. So first, 1.
We have reset the clock already, so.
1.
Okay, 1. Yeah! I'm so happy.
What's the AP on the rest?
2.
AP 2?
Wow, okay. Didn't need
Nice.
the Shadowfield, apparently.
So he takes 3 damage and has 1 left.
Wow.
Because I want wound. Please don't wound with your
I'm
maul.
gonna eat him.
Don't you dare
I'm
eat
I'm
me.
eating him.
Don't eat him.
It's time to eat him.
No.
3 rolling ones.
Oh,
rolling ones.
oh come
Rolling
on,
ones.
miss me,
Rolling
miss me.
Nom, 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 nom. Yes.
No, don't
And
you dare.
for to eat Archon Skari.
What's
And I
the
should get,
strength?
like
What's the
5
strength?
CP for this. It's strength 5.
Okay, so 3s.
No, anti-infantry 4. I want 4.
No,
I want
3s.
devastating.
3s or 2s, and you do
4.
nothing. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. I've got my Vectora. No
Oh my
rerolls for
God.
you. He lives with 1. Go, Skari, go. Yay. So as it stands right now, I'm sitting at 72 points with Battle Ready, and Dustin is sitting at 50 points with Battle Ready. So it is the Dark Eldar are in control of this game. Let's kind of like do the last turn here. You will get a lot of points at the end, because you'll be getting quite a few points for scoring primary. So with that, let's see if I can, what cards I get, what I can try and kill. My Mandrakes will go up in the sky one more time. And if I can kill the Moloch, it stops you from bringing, other than they can teleport, right? So I have to be careful with them deep striking. But other than that, definitely don't want you to burn my home objective, which will give you 10 points. And then just trying to basically, he's nice and hidden. He healed himself up. So I'm going to try kill a Moloch, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so I got recover assets and extend battle lines. Extend battle lines, great. I had to cycle through assassinate, because I can't really get the Neurotyrant anymore. There's like no more characters for me to kill really that are easy to kill. So recover assets, extend battle lines. I use my Mandrakes and my Kabalite Warriors to get recover assets in my zone. No man's land. And then the other unit of Mandrakes is now wholly in my opponent's deployment zone to give me a nice cushy 5 points. The Ravagers moved back to kind of move block the Zoes from coming in over here. I'm going to start burning this objective. And then these Scourge are just going to shoot into that into that guy. Try kill him.
Did you stay in combat with
I did.
To make sure
just to try, hopefully it survives, and then it's hard for you to get out of.
Hopefully it survives. Okay.
What?
My Moloch, yeah.
No. Hopefully my Chronos survives. I take everything back. The biggest thing there is I don't want you to be able to burn my objective. Mm-hmm. So I'm just making sure, I don't care if you get onto it, that doesn't matter, is I cannot get you 5 points for burning.
Correct.
And I'm trying to burn that to give myself 5 more points at the end of the game. So with that, let's see if my Scourge can do something. I'll give him my last pain token. And do I get it back? Yeah. Hooray! So I have one in the back pocket. And they're going to shoot you. I'm probably going to go for sustained hits with my last command point. Command point for sustained hits. And we're going to do... I hit you on 5s, though, because you're in combat.
I am in combat.
But it's worth the risk.
Of course.
Okay. 5s, looking for 6.
Okay.
Hooray! Okay, 3, needing 3s.
Yay!
No!
Yay!
No! 1, 6 up.
Does this guy have a Channel the Warping?
No.
No, he doesn't.
Come on, 8 damage. No, 5 damage. Down to 7 remaining. Okay, so I'm not going to do some damage there. Let's hopefully the Chrono survives. Hopefully it survives. We shall see. I did end up charging my Scourgeon, and the Chronos live with 2 wounds. Mm-hmm. So, you know what? Okay, and I did put an extra wound on the Morlock. Actually, no, the Chronos didn't fight. Haha, go Chronos, go. Bracket the Morlock. Rerolling for the pain token I gave it. 2 at AP1. Go, Gadget. Do a damage. Chronos. Yeah. Down to 5. Take that, Morlock. Almost got you.
He's
Almost got you.
He loves life.
Okay, so with that, I will get Extend Battle Lines for 5. I got, Extend Battle Lines for 4. Recover Assets for 5. Mm-hmm. And I'm starting to burn that objective as we move into your last turn. Are you spending a CP?
I will be spending a CP
to pick something up. What are you picking up?
I have to think about it.
Ooh, these guys. That thing. Okay, so you have Area Denial, Established Locus. So the Zoanthropes that were in the sky are going to go press buttons. You're going to try and kill everything here with Hive Guard and the Morlock. And then the key here is you're going to try and stop me from burning.
Yes.
So you pull the Gargoyles through that tunnel into this tunnel. And then they're going to try to charge the Archon, kill the Archon, and then jump onto the objective. Wow, that's a lot of hoops to go through.
That's a lot of hoops to go through, but
He's going to burn this objective for 5 points. Which will give you 10 plus a 5 for a burn, and then we'll see what happens. And that's that. Well, the Gargoyles failed that charge.
Yep.
They needed a 6 to get into the Archon and failed. Sad. And then, of course, everything died in the middle. Cool. So with that, that's it. I will burn my objective. Yay! You will burn your objective. Yay!
Everybody burns.
And we'll come back with some scores. And that's why you play to the end of the game. Of course, Dustin... How would we redrawn? Got no prisoners. It's fine. We'd forgotten that the 3-inch. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So you got 30 points that last turn. You got 10 points for hold, 2, plus your burn. That's 5. So that's 15. And then you got 3 points for defend, 3 points for the challenger, and 9 points on secondaries for area denial. Locus and no priz, because the Mandrakes die back there. So that's 30 points. Bringing your total up to 80 to my 96. 16-point difference, which is a 13-7.
13-7.
When it comes to the WTC. But what a match, Dustin.
Of course.
That was fantastic.
It was fun.
I think going first really helps me in this matchup. Kind of get up and get
Yes.
some board control and stop tunnels from just starting to appear everywhere, or for you to be able to stage. And being able to deal with that Norn really quickly helped me
Doing
big
it on turn
time.
2 is a big deal.
Yeah, I needed to pounce on it as quickly as possible because... and that's why I kind of forced the burn to kind of, then I got lucky with the burn. I got lucky with that burn, and Urian Rakarth just took just the whole level on his shoulder as well. And that's game. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Of course, huge shout out to all of you for watching, liking, leaving a comment. Of course, Dustin and I do the Stud or Scrub podcast. And you're also on a couple of different things.
I'm on a lot of different things.
What are you on?
Meta Chasers every Thursday night if you want to.
With Adam Camilleri
and Paul Murphy.
Paul. Love you, Paul.
And then
Love
just
you,
little
Adam.
old me.
Little old you.
Little old me.
He's like the odd one out.
I am the odd one out.
Other than that, if you like our Cell True Tones, we do a bi-weekly podcast for Warhammer 40k. And I'm the stud and he's the scrub. Or he's the stud and I'm the scrub. Yeah, I did write myself down as the scrub. I am the scrub. Other than that, thanks all for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this awesome practice for WTC, not with my WTC list because I'm not gonna.
WTC/GW.
That's right, /GW Tacoma. So I'll see you over there in Tacoma. By the time you're watching this,
Probably.
I'll be playing games. So come say hi.
Say hi. Hi.
Hi. Other than
Hi,
that,
Skari.
hi.
Banana.
I forgot, Dustin. Bananas. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And only those who know will know.
True.
The Dark Kin.